After taking refuge on an old ship-turned settlement called the Sultansk, Skiff has acquired work from the main man aboard, the Sultan. After putting his quest for answers and revenge aside for the moment, he steps out into a very stormy day in the swamps of Zayton. As the rain poured down, he wondered, what will today bring? Could he possibly get through a day without firing a shot from his rifle?
This is the RPG Loner, and welcome to the second episode of my S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 series. We have set out onto a very stormy day in search of the Sultan's briefcase, which he is looking for an unbeknownst reason to us. But we do come across a group of friendly stalkers, so we decide to rest for a moment.
Why didn't those blind dogs eat our sausage? Asked the first. They're blind, the other replies, not stupid.
That's so funny, I forgot to laugh.
It is not long before we do have to discharge our rifle for the first time today, immediately running into trouble a bit further on up the road. But Skiff, being the hero that he is, will never leave a man behind, and he decides we must give this group of friendly stalkers a hand.
Save your breath.
Possibly not so friendly, but moving on. Seeing some strange phenomena again on the road. Again ambushed by a pack of dogs, so we are really in the thick of it today. We're after being in a gun battle fairly early on, and now getting attacked by a pack of wild dogs. But as Skiff always does, he gets the job done. So we've been on the road about 3/4 of a kilometre now, and we are approaching our destination. As you can see up ahead, a dock sort of area, and it says on our PDA we're looking for a docked ship, so I'm assuming we are getting close now. So upon receiving this job from the Sultan, he did make us aware that while it is an easy job, we would be encountering some mutants and anomalies. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled here and try not get taken by surprise, because I really don't like that. So encountering some radiation here and definitely some anomalies floating about, but no mutants thus far. Definitely a treacherous dock so far. We are encountering multiple of those sort of tornado anomalies, but the magic bolt never fails. Finally aboard the ship and keeping our eyes peeled for any mutants. So it looks like the Sultan's instructions is directing us into the ship, and Skiff thinks to himself, oh boy, surely we're going to get ambushed in here, but we're going to have to go in to complete the mission, so in we go. Skiff's pulse starts to raise and his adrenaline starts to spike, but he knows he must stay calm. And there it is, laying right in front of him. the Sultan's briefcase. Surely it couldn't have been that easy. So now that we have the briefcase, all that was left to do was get out of here. But we still need to keep our heads up because we don't know, are we going to get ambushed at any point here. Surely couldn't be this easy.
Freeze! Is that the Sultan's briefcase? You're not the only one looking for it. Give me the briefcase now, or we're gonna have a problem.
I'm keeping the briefcase.
Think you're smart, arsehole? Get him!
So not ambushed by mutants, but it looks like a rival gang perhaps? Unfortunately, they had to find out the hard way that you do not mess with Skiff. So as we're looting the bodies, we hear another voice in the distance, so indicating to us there's probably more enemies about. So after a quick look around, we can't find anyone, so we go back to looting. While we're here, just going to take a quick look around the boat and see if there's any valuables aboard. We stumble into a pretty good haul straight away. A full suit of body armor and a safe full of goods. So today was worth it already. After a quick look around, we noticed the weather has greatly improved, and after a bit more looking around on the ship, we begin to make our way back to the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. We discovered the source of that voice we heard earlier and quickly dispatched him. Another one of the crew that attacked us, assumingly. We run into more enemies and we realise this could be possibly the dumbest crew of lads that's ever walked the face of the earth, but they didn't hear the gunshots and now they're being taken by surprise by me after I killed all their friends, so you know what I mean, maybe they deserve to die. Making our way back through the anomalies and about 3/4 of a kilometre of a hike ahead of us, and immediately we run into more trouble.
I bet he shot himself.
It looks like the nice weather did not last and it is immediately on the turn now, and we are getting some very stormy weather on the way back. Straight shot across the fields. Again we run into some mysterious enemy that we haven't encountered really. There seems to be some sort of psychic energy, they call it sea radiation, and some sort of hidden enemy is throwing objects at us, and as we don't know where the enemy is, we decide to cower and run away because we can't fight an enemy we can't see.
Go talk to the king then. Who's there? Rumour has it there was this nut job, Noah, wandered the swamps with a pet pseudo dog. Hey, maybe it's true. This place is full of crazy asses. Yeah, get out already.
After an hour or two, a familiar sight is on the horizon and we are back where we need to be at the Sultansk. The storm has not dampened our spirits as we walk in, and having completed our mission, our chin is held high. We enter the ship with a bag full of goods to sell, and we are due a reward from the main man himself. But first, we go to the bar for a light refreshment.
Well, speak up since you're here.
I've got what you asked for.
Good, you handled that well. Any problems?
Some loners attacked me. They wanted your briefcase too. I dealt with them.
I'll be frank. I suspected there was a snitch on the Sultansk, and I wanted to see if anyone went after you. Well, I was right. Now the rat's gonna choke on his own blood. Guess I gotta talk to Beard. He ought to stop messing with my people. But that's no concern of yours anymore. You did a good job and earned your pay.
It was then that we noticed there was another guide aboard, and we decided to chance our arm to see if he could bring us to Clear Sky.
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky.
Clear Sky? I don't have that kind of luck. See that guy over there? His name's Richter. He used to be a guide too. Ask him. He might be wasted enough for a job like that. I was hanging out at the cemetery, the old church, and boom! There's this cross with a name and a photo. So I look closer, and it's my freaking face. I blink, and it ain't there. Cross ain't got nothing on it. I almost said a prayer. Man, I'll never set foot in that place again, I swear.
Now, usually Skiff would think this guy was crazy, but after the stuff he's seen over the last few days, he sort of believes him. So it looks like if we want to get to Clear Sky, we are going to have to find a man named Nimble. After selling the goods we've acquired and getting our weapons serviced, we head down to the bar to inform Sonia about the completed job.
I took care of the Sultan's problem.
I know.
Why do you ask?
I know a capable guy when I see him, Skiff. And I was right about you. Good job, Tiger. Remember, no brawling in my bar. Capiche?
After some R&R and a spot of dinner, Skiff realised he has delayed long enough. He heads to bed for an early night, as tomorrow he needs to continue his mission to find the Clear Sky base.
So my pal's packing some serious heat. Look like word guns.
Skiff listens to the audio file he picked up off the dead soldier at Echo Station, and he wants to hear the man's voice that he's hunting one last time.
You're a tenacious one, soldier. Ruthless, too. There are no better qualities for those who walk his path. You've earned the right to hear me once more. On a ship bound for nowhere is a guide who's trying to stay afloat. He will show you the way to Clear Sky. Once you get there, you'll never be alone again. Come to me.
So with that, we head to bed, and in the morning we continue our hunt for the Clear Sky base and more importantly, Faust. After a spot of breakfast, we stock up on ammunition and provisions, and we hit the road. As we step outside, we notice it is a glorious day compared to yesterday. Quick check of our PDA to identify our target. And that concludes episode 2 of my S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 series. If you want to find out what happens next, tune in to episode 3.